Okay, so in this FRQ prep question, it first just tells us, hey, a perfectly competitive firm is selling its product at a price of 30, fill in the chart. Okay, thanks a lot. All right, we got this big blank chart. Okay. So if they sell it at a price of 30 and it's perfectly competitive, and then the output is 0, well, then the total revenue is going to be 0, because we remember total revenue equals price times quantity. Right? We remember that part. And if they sell 1, why then that's 30, and if they sell 2, that's 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, and 240. Now, the marginal revenue, right, is the change in total revenue divided by the change in quantity, or the total product. Change in total product. So we can also say total product over here. So this is going to be the additional revenue that we get from selling one more unit of output. Now, helpfully here the output numbers are all given in just increments of 1, so each one of these is just going to be the change from one to the next. So this one is 30, 30, 30. And because it's perfectly competitive, we know that the price equals the marginal revenue. So it's always going to be 30 every time. Now, with variable costs, we're given this one here, but we're not given fixed costs. But we are given total costs for this first value, and a dash here for marginal cost. And that's enough for us to figure out what's going to happen with fixed cost. If there's 0 variable cost, and we know the total cost, then we know that fixed cost has to be 10. So then 10 is our fixed cost for the entire column, as they wouldn't be fixed costs if it changed. Now, total cost is just, here we'll say VC plus FC. So we just add these across and we go, okay, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, 115, 140, and 180. Okay? And now the last part over here, marginal cost, this is the change in total cost divided by, right, the change in quantity of output, or we'd say total product. So again, we know that it's going to be the change in total product is just the 1 over here, so we're just looking at the change in total cost. So it's 30, 20, 10, 10, 15, there it starts going back up again, 20, 25, and 40. Okay. So now, here's our 3 questions, now that we've filled out the chart. A, what's the AVC when producing 5 units of output? Okay. A, so AVC is the variable cost divided by the quantity of output. So we'd say divided by 5, right, because we know it's just going to say 5 units. So we look over and go, what's the variable cost? The variable cost is 85. So 85, 5 goes into 85, what is that? 17. So 30, yeah, I think that is. Hopefully, otherwise I'll end up having to fix this. 17. So number B, or letter B, to maximize profits or minimize losses, what output should the firm produce? Okay. So we'll take a look at B. Now, remember we are looking for where MR equals MC, quantity at that. Now, here's the tricky part, right? First value, right off the bat, you're going to get hit with these 30 and 30. And students will often say, I found it, solve the problem, boss, 1. And then they go, okay, total revenue is 30, and total cost is 40, so they should produce at quantity 1 because they're going to lose $10. Wrong. Because what's actually happening, if we kind of graph that off to the side here, is remember marginal cost does one of these, it comes down and then goes back up. And so marginal cost starts out here at 30, and it dips down to 10 at the lowest point, and then it's going to come back up to 30. So we're actually looking for this second value, not this one here instead. So we're looking for this one. So we're going to keep going down the line. So we're going to keep looking, and we go 30, 30, 30. We never quite get to 1, but if we get to here at this value, before we get to the 40, we should stop at quantity 7. So 7, because it's the closest to MR equals MC without MC being greater than MR. And so that can be our explanation. Now, the proof is in the pudding here. It's going to ask you here, so using your answer from B, what's the profit or loss per unit at that output? So let's see. The profit is going to be the total revenue. So let's do this down here. C, profit is total revenue minus total cost. So that's at 7, it's 210 and 140. So 210 minus 140 is a total of 70, but remember we're doing profit per unit, so that's quantity. So 70 divided by 7 equals $10. So the profit per unit at that level is $70, or profit per unit is $10, the profit is 70. So hopefully this helps you understand a little bit of what's going on in FRQ prep number 2.